And then of course the other way to kind of get it out is just beat on it from the front. I mean, I'm hitting this with some force. It's not coming off. Alrighty, so what we are doing here now is we are removing these old spark plugs, which are kind of charred and fouled, and we are going to be replacing them with some new spark plugs that are not. So maybe that'll help help the car run longer. These are the two different types. This one, as you can see, is clean, and hopefully it'll fire off a little bit better and make the car run a little bit better. It's an AC Delco 41962. We'll report back when we have those all in. It's actually fairly not difficult to remove a spark plug, which is a nice change of pace. Basically, all you do is you pull the little spark plug boot thing off, and then your spark plug is like wedged in there, and then you take your deep wrench spark plug socket thing, flip that over to loosen, because we want to take it out, and you get that on. It's a little bit of a pain to reach, but you get it like on there. You get it on there, and then you can just real easy, like take it off, and yeah, they're pretty easy to work with. I mean, like, considering all the other stuff on the car, it's not too bad. So yeah, all right, now that you've loosened that up a little bit, we'll try and pull it out. There, it hurt. That one's not all the way out. So keep working on that. And yeah, eventually that'll pop out. Yeah, well, got number 3 out, also very sooty, and just yeah, tore the top layer skin off, but that's okay. You don't need that. We'll put some kerosene on it and make sure it's clean later, and we're gonna keep going on these puppies. Alright, I got the dreaded number 4 spark plug, and as you can see, it is it's pretty rough. I had these spark plugs changed when I drove the car back from Ohio in January of 2019, so these have been on here about 4 years and 3,000 miles. And they're not really worth it. So hopefully these new ones will give it a little bit better engine performance. Boy, I tell you, this this number 4 is really tough to get in there, like, because it's at an angle that no human being can get to, but just trying to get it in there without degloving me any further. It's a work in progress.
Fella was left-handed, you get that in there no problem at all. Oh, I'm sorry, you are left-handed.
So right now Dad's working on getting the number 7 4 plus 3 spark plug in there. You know, with the oil stick, it's a bit of a challenge, but we're working on it. I got my side done already, so kind of just waiting on him. Alright, so we've taken the drum off of this side to kind of check the brakes. They look like they're in pretty good condition. I sprayed them down with some brake cleaner. The springs are still colored, so that seems to be like they're new, and then it's got new bracket tri there, so I'm thinking that the brakes were redone. So that lends credence to my theory that the problem is not so much with the brakes as it is with the brake lines giving pressure. So for that, I have something. Alright, so to repair the damaged brake line, I picked up some copper brake line pipe. It came recommended on Amazon, so trusted that jungle website, and we'll see. I already tried to flare the end of it just to see if I could, and that looks like a little kind of trombone, which is fine. Basically what you do is you find the fitting size on this, which in the case of this pipe it is I think 3/16, and then you clamp this down on top of it, and then this thing kind of turns to sit right there. It'll clamp in, so you can then drive that into the metal and then spread it open. It's a little cumbersome to use, but it's certainly not something impossible. So I'm hoping that, because this is pretty malleable, like you can bend it with your hand pretty easy. So I'm hoping to work on that and maybe try and get that in, because I guess that's how you flare a fitting. Maybe. Alright, we're over here at the driver's side rear drum, and it's not quite cooperating. Should it be turning this much in park? Anyway, it's not quite cooperating, as well as the passenger side did. But that's okay. We've been using our Tanya Harding to try and knock it off, but it's shaking, but it's going to be a process. As you can see, there's been a little bit of debris that's come out of it, so I think this car will probably get 20-25 miles a gallon now with all the weight reduction. So I'm going to keep banging on this as hard as I can with this guy, and see if we can get him to come off. Alright, as you can see, I'm under the car again, but that's okay. So right now I'm trying to just beat the ever-loving crap out of this brake drum from the rear to try and get it off, because it's kind of seized on there. I'm hoping that, you know, that'll work, because I've been putting some force on it the last 5 or 6 minutes, just hitting it hard, and it hasn't really budged yet. But, you know, as you can see, it's had quite a bit of debris come out of it. So, I mean, maybe you can just watch me as I do it for a little bit and see if I can get it loose. I don't know. putting some force to this. Like it'll spin pretty good, but it just doesn't come off. By the way, Dad thought it was pretty funny when I was like, I got my side done of the spark plugs, just waiting on yours. And then of course the other way to kind of get it out is just beat on it from the front. I mean, I am hitting this with some force. It's not coming off. Okay, it was suggested of me to try and set this between 10 and 20 degrees timing. I am having some trouble with that because the engine's not running long enough for me to try and do a timing belt with it. This is the number 1 here. So I have tried to kind of just make that as close to a 10 to 20 degree angle as I could off of it just being straight on. And we'll give that a shot, see what happens. Okay, what it seems to be doing is it's starting, so I'm thinking the distributor is working. Obviously there's some spark coming through. The choke I believe is working because it's flapping the choke thing, the automatic choke. The spark plugs I think are working. I don't think those would be wrong. I mean, they're brand new spark plugs, so I hope they work. They were supposed to be for my application. So it'll start and then run for a second or two, and then it kind of putters out. Is it getting too much fuel or not enough fuel? I put a rag in the exhaust and turned it on, and it blew it out. So I'm thinking the exhaust is working. So we should be getting exhaust. Yeah, I mean, I don't know at this point. You guys have been really helpful though, giving me suggestions. So I really do appreciate that. Like, one of y'all suggested the starter, the idle stop solenoid. I did some research on this, and it's basically to make sure the engine stops when you turn the car off. So I don't think that would have any effect on getting it running and started, from what I was seeing. Maybe though. Beyond that, I've tried to plug up any loose vacuum things I could find. I don't think this one matters because that's just for the exhaust from the valve gasket. So, gosh, I really don't know, because it should be like working now, but clearly I mean, it's a bit smoky in there, but that's from the backfire. So why is that happening? I don't know. But we're going to keep pressing on and see what we can figure out. You know, I was watching a video that Thunderhead 289 had done. Much more mechanically inclined than I am. But he put a lawnmower carburetor on his 73 Maverick V8. He had to 3D print some parts for it and make some sort of a circuit board to it, but he ended up getting 43 miles a gallon with that. And if I can get this thing running and put like one of those on there and get 43 miles a gallon on an 84 Ford LTD, that'd be kind of cool. It's got a, what is it, a 19-gallon gas tank, so it'd be like 760 miles between fill-ups. That might be kind of cool. Okay, let's see if we can tackle this gaping hole here. Dang, my little plate didn't come with any bolts, so I have to try and find one. Let's see what we got. Hello, you're seeing me in the reflection of a cover that's very, very shiny. All right, gonna try and get this guy into that hole. Came with the gasket, so let's see. I must be doing something wrong, because I don't remember Derek being under the car for as long as I have been. Alright, well, I think that is a 1/2 inch, but this was designed in such a way that there's no room to get a wrench in there and put it on the thing to turn it. So I might have to get a ratchet. All right, ratchet time. All right. Yes, sirree, Bob. It's almost like this car just really doesn't want to run again. I don't know. Why has it got to fight me all the time? I'm trying to help you. Well, now you're not even fitting on there. What? Great. You, please stop. Stop. Let me get back to you. Well, I got it out of that thing. Yeah. I guess I will need to run to the store to pick up another one of these guys to put it on the other side of the plate. Great. But as you can see, it's kind of just an open hole now. Maybe that really is causing an issue, because I don't really know where that fuel pump goes, but it's got to go somewhere in there to make the little flapper go up and down for the mechanical pump. So plugging that off might give it more compression to run. I don't know. All right, as you can tell, the sun has kind of set on me, but that's okay. I'm gonna try and get a little bit more done if I can. I went to the auto parts stores in the area and got some additional tools to hopefully kind of get this all together. I don't know if you can even see anything, so we're just gonna have fun here. Okay, so I mean, I got an air cleaner, just sort of the basic kind that I could find. I think it was $20, so if that fits, that'll be a win. They didn't have any in like non-chrome, which you know, that's fine because it'll get you home. I also picked up some I don't know if you can see, but some springs for the throttle return. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I don't really know how to install those, but we'll give it a shot. For now, though, let's get under the car and see if we can't get that plate on. All right, we are under the car. I was not able to find the exact same kind of bolt, so I got these little nuts because the bolts I did find were a little bit bigger than the other ones in terms of, I guess they were longer, but the thread matched up and the diameter matched up. So I'm thinking if I put this in, even if it's too long to kind of slide into that creepy looking hole up there, maybe I can use the nuts to keep it the same length. Let me give that a shot. Alright, so I bought the nuts and the bolts that were supposedly the same size, but most of the nuts didn't go on one of the bolts, so I had to keep trying different combinations until I got both of them with the nut on. So now I will try installing that in there. By the way, it is a beautiful evening here in Texas right now, so if you have the chance, go out and enjoy it. Got that plate installed. It's chrome, so my philosophy is if I just keep putting on enough chrome, this will get me home. But if that was a gap of some kind that allowed compression to escape or something like that, it's hopefully been sealed. I put the gasket on below it and put the nuts and bolts in, so we got gold and silver going on here. Okay. All right. New day, new us. Dad, as you can hear, is back there working on the tire. I'm going to try and install this air filter. We've also got, I'm going to try and get the water hose thing done. So I got some water hose, a heater hose, and a connector, 5/8 to 3/4, and then several fittings for connecting gas lines. I found this, so it's a heater hose fitting, so I think that's going to work, I hope. Got some more gas line. What else did I get? Got some bracketry for the springs. So we got a lot to do today, and we're gonna try and get some of that done. So goal today is gonna be to get all that stuff put in and then the fuel line fixed. So we'll see if we can do that. All right, so let's first start off with trying to get this heater hose thing fixed. So we got this guy who should slip into that guy, and then put that here, which hopefully will go in there. Use the adapter to then, oh, these are the same size. Okay, Well, figure that part out. That's what clamps are for, right? What I think I'm going to start with is taking some thread lock, putting it around here to try and make sure that the coolant doesn't come out. Just how do you use this? That's really flimsy stuff. Doesn't help that it's in the wind.
Maybe that little uneven road. Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe that. I mean, that's pretty tight in there. Alright, so then we just shoop.
Okay.
Now we need a connector.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work. Do I have bigger ones? All right, here's a bigger one. Just unscrew that to the right size. Ooh. That's a tight fit. So that's on there, and got the tape with it, so hopefully that'll be a good seal. Well, kind of got the water hose on a little bit. Now trying to get this fuel hose on. I don't know if this is the right size connection or not, but it's like it's rubber, so maybe it can give a little bit of your life to me. Might need two hands on this. Try as I might, I can't get the hose to go more than like one thing in on this. So and I have a fitting that looks like this. It's smaller that would fit in the hose, but the other end of it is too small to go into this. So I guess I need to take this off and go to the store and see if I can find one that's got a smaller this end but a same size that end. Alright, add it to the list. Alright, I think we got the air intake put on there. So it's starting to look like a full vehicle now. We are a bit concerned with the height of it. But, you know, we'll burn that bridge when we get there. Alright, so we got the air cleaner on here, which was actually a pretty simple procedure. Again, this was like $25. It was the cheapest one I could find. Also the lowest profile one that they had. And so basically you just set this on there, and it comes with several different size screws, and I chose the shortest one so it wouldn't hit the hood because we were a little concerned about hood clearance. When we closed it, we did feel like the hood was kind of giving us some resistance, so we tried closing it slowly and looking and seeing what we could see, and then like spraying some WD-40 to see if this part would get wet. It did not. So I think overall what happened was just these springs have been kind of open because the hood hasn't been completely closed in quite some time, so I think they just got unused to being closed. But the hood does close and doesn't offer any issues with that, so we're good on there. We are going to go out to the store to get some more hose clamps and get a new fuel thing if we can find it, and then I guess there's still the spring, although I don't know if you really need the springs on this kind of car, because this thing has a spring here that really pushes forward on it. But I guess, and then we've also got this guy, which is the transmission doohickey. So got to figure out how to do that. That'll be fun. And then hook it up, and then it's just the fuel hose in the back, and maybe kind of start wrapping things up here. I don't know. Alrighty, so we got the new heater hose line plumbed in. Got the tape on it, this thing, and it comes up over here, and then got another clamp, an adapter, clamp, and then back into the old hose. So theoretically that won't leak. Now on to the fuel. Alright, so in the day's dying light, we'll see if we can't get this hooked up. So I was successful with the previous white tape. Oh, you know, it's got to look good. That's really the most important thing in a car, right? Nope, it's getting it running, Gary. Just yeah. All right, so I've got the thread locker on there. Okay, that's jammed in there pretty well. Please work. Yeah. Yeah. It's great too because this is all rusted, so you really get to cut up your knuckles and see if that tetanus shot works for you. Yeah. 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 I mean, come on now. Come on, Duncan, do something. I mean, it's gonna need more than that, Gary. Ow. Ow. Yeah. Maybe twist. Twist and shout. Yeah. Come on. Ow. That is really becoming a way to lose a lot of flesh. Well, this is supposed to be the easy part. Yeah. Just kind of wiggle it, maybe. I mean, that's just, I need more than that. That's just barely over the lip. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm gonna need like, all right, this is 5/16. And this is a 3/8 fitting. So I guess the hose is just a little small, but like you think it would have just, you know, you could make it work, right? Ow.
Oh yeah.
I want to stop doing that. Ow. But I guess I will continue.
I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb.
Ow.
So dumb.
Yep. I want to continue doing that. Ow.
I'm so dumb. 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 I'm so dumb.
I don't know if there's a way to soften up the hose or what I could do with this.
I could have gotten a larger hose or a smaller nozzle and fixed all of these problems, but instead I decided not to. And what can one say about a person who does
I'm not going to have enough to
but
clamp on it just yet.
I'm so dumb.
Maybe I don't need to clamp. Boy, it is.
I'm so dumb. 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 I'm so dumb.
I wonder,
I'm so dumb.
what if I pulled this off?
I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Who's so dumb?
Would that make it easier?
I'm so dumb.
Is that going to ruin the thread tape?
I'm so dumb.
Probably.
I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Hey, everybody! I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Who's so dumb? I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Everybody! I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb.
I just, like, can I screw it in there? No? That wouldn't make any sense. Yeah. Oh, I'm so close to being done with this part. Help me understand. I mean, I'm making a little bit of progress, but it's not going well. I don't know if there's a way to like loosen up this hose or not, like put it in boiling water. Just push it as hard as you can. Just damage your hand fully. Let me get back to you on this. Got this one on snug. Ended up using a larger fuel hose, which hopefully won't cause problems over here on the carburetor. That's pretty snug on there, so we'll see if that can hold fuel pressure, but getting close to being able to turn the fuel pump back on, which should be fun. All right, I have the return line hoses here. I'm just going to try and mate them up as cleanly as possible, so let me do that and I will get right back to you. Okay, it's the end of the day now. Didn't quite get done with everything I wanted to do, but that's okay. We kind of got this installed and going to there, and so hopefully that won't leak gasoline all over the intake manifold. Then we have our pressure, fuel pressure or regulator. We've got the incoming, the outgoing, and then to the carb. So hopefully we'll be able to get that pressurized correctly. Over here on the side of the car, still haven't been able to get this iron thing off, wheel. That's okay though. Been banging on it and just a lot of rust has come out. So I'm thinking there can't really be that much more there, right? And get your tools. On the other side here, put this one back on. The brakes inside were looking good, so should be ready for the wheel once we're all done with the fuel portion. However, I ran out of fuel line, so I'm going to have to just order some more on Amazon, because they ran out in the local stores here, so that's fine. Because I would really much rather prefer not having like 10 connection points throughout. So I think I'm just going to get like 40 feet of line. That should be enough to go to and from the back to the front of the car, and kind of get that worked on. Other than that, you know, we're moving forward. We got the air filter on, and the heater hose in, so hopefully that'll work. Got the plate on for the mechanical fuel pump, so that's not just a hole there. And I think we'll give it a shot, see if maybe it starts. Well, everyone, thank you for joining us this week. Dad and I had a lot of fun working on the car, and you know, a little bit of forward progress is all you can do for forward progress. No, okay. Anyway, so that's going to be it for this week, and we'll see you next time. You guys have a good one.